Hey everyone, I'm Anne-Marie from Hello Basque. Welcome to the Hello Basque YouTube channel where every week we're talking all about the Basque Country and Basque people. If you clicked on this video, I take it you have an interest in the Basque Country. This video is all about useful Basque phrases when visiting the Basque Country. So maybe you're planning a trip to the Basque Country, maybe you're just curious to learn about the Basque language, how it's pronounced. Either way, it's just important to know that 1, the Basque Country has its own language, Euskara, also known as Basque in English. And if you want to be a really cool, hip, respectful traveler when visiting the Basque Country, you might like to know a few words in Basque so you can try them out and totally dazzle all of the locals with like how cool and hip you are and supportive of the Basque cause. Is that a stretch? Maybe. No matter what, it's always nice to know a little bit of the language of the country you're visiting and try to bust it out. That's kind of part of the fun of traveling. Something you need to know is that the Basque language, Euskara, is not related to French or Spanish linguistically, so the phrases and the words that we're going to go through might be quite unfamiliar to you. So let's start off with just some useful greetings. How do you say hello? A really common cutesy way of saying hello in the Basque Country these days is kaixo. Kaixo. Simple, right? Kaixo, you can just walk into a bar, restaurant, shop, and greet anybody you encounter with a friendly kaixo. If you want to get a little more particular into the times of day, here we go. If you want to say good morning or good day, that's egunon. Egunon, 2 words, egunon. Good day or good morning. If you want to say good afternoon, here we're getting into a little more complicated territory. Arratsaldeon. Arratsaldeon. Okay, stick with me because to say good night is a lot easier. Gabon. Gabon. Just 5 letters. Gabon. If you want to say goodbye, be polite. A very common way of doing that is agur. 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 If you don't trill your R's, this language can be quite complicated. But if you let out an agur, I think people will be happy that you made the effort either way. Agur is a pretty common way of saying goodbye in what we call Egoalde, the Spanish Basque Country. So if you're visiting major cities like Bilbao or San Sebastian, agur works pretty well. If you're visiting what we call Iparralde, the French Basque Country, a more common way of saying goodbye there is adieu. Adieu. Kind of like old school adieu, I guess, but adieu. That's how my family always says goodbye to each other because my family is from Iparralde. Another greeting that you may hear around, people may say it to you or you may see it on signs, is a way of saying welcome. Ongi etorri. 2 words. Ongi etorri. Ongi is good or well, and etorri is come, so welcome. Ongi etorri. That might be a little advanced. You might not be going around the Basque Country saying that to other people, but people might say it to you, so I thought Ongi etorri would be a good one to know. Now let's get into some niceties, some ways of being polite if you're out in public. If you're ordering at a restaurant or a bar and you want to be super polite like the good tourist that you are, here's some ways of doing that. So to say please is meshedes. Meshedes. If you want to say please for something, meshedes. Water, meshedes. Wine, meshedes. So practice that one 10 times fast. You're really going to need to practice this one. Very common way of saying thank you, eskerrik asko. Eskerrik asko. It's a lot of syllables and you kind of say it like it's 1 word, but it is 2 words. Eskerrik asko. Put it together, eskerrik asko. And that is thank you. So if you're going to practice any of these that I'm telling you right now, eskerrik asko is a good one to get started now. One that I use a lot when I'm in the Basque Country is a way of saying excuse me. So if you bump into somebody or you're trying to get past somebody in like a narrow shop or something, you would say barkatu. Excuse me. Barkatu. If you're eating, if you're at the table and you want to wish everybody a good meal, sort of bon appetit, in Basque that would be on egin. On egin. On egin just means eat well, bon appetit. If you want to take it a step further, when you're meeting people, if you want to be super friendly, you want to ask how people are doing, a common way of saying that is ser modus. Ser modus. Ser modus. And that's a good one to know in case somebody asks you or says it to you. A common response to ser modus would just be ondo. Good. Ondo. 4 letters. Ondo just means good. If you want to say you're very good, I mean, come on, let's get crazy. Osho ondo. And then plain and simple, something really easy to know is just how to say yes and no. So yes is bye. Bye. Straightforward. Yes, bye. Now it gets confusing because no sounds a lot like English yes. To say no is S. Easy, but it's pronounced S. So bye is yes, but no is S. So that's something to have fun with for all you English speakers. To say no is S, to say yes is bye. So I hope you found some of these phrases useful. Hopefully the pronunciation is not too impossible. So if you do have a trip that you're planning to the Basque Country or a visit coming up, definitely you can rewatch this video and practice your pronunciations and memorize these words, and away you go. Local people will very much appreciate you making an effort. You'll be part of an insiders club of very savvy travelers in the Basque Country who actually A, know that they're in the Basque Country, B, respect that, and C, take it a step further and try to integrate with the Basque community in the Basque Country by using their language. So go forth to the Basque Country, meet some Basque people, dazzle them with your knowledge of the Basque language, and let me know in the comments how it goes. You can definitely give this video a like too if you found it useful, just so I know if you guys want to know more about the Basque language and do more little tutorials like this in the future. I'm open to ideas, so appreciate your feedback on that by giving this video a like. And you can always subscribe to the Hello Basque YouTube channel because every week we're bringing out new videos so you can learn more about the Basque Country, Basque people, Basque culture. That's what we're talking about all the time. And if you want to show off how Basque you are, you can get some little Basque buttons. I've got some merch in the Hello Basque shop for you to show off your Basque pride. So the link to that is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So to say yes is to say goodbye, and to say no is to say yes. Whoa, this language is trippy.